Hi folks, this is all the fruit on the beautiful island of Gran Canaria, and here is an old olive tree. Well, you might say it doesn't look too impressive compared to the olive trees in the Mediterranean, but here it's impressive. It's by far the oldest olive tree I've ever seen in Gran Canaria. Why is this olive tree so old? Probably a couple hundred years old. Well, if we look around here, I'm in the crater Caldera de Bandama in Gran Canaria, and you can see hundreds, maybe thousands of olive trees here. Well, I mean, makes sense. Here we are in Spain. Spain is a big olive oil producer. So yeah, makes sense at first. But if you look closer at those olive trees, they are usually huge shrubs, really huge shrubs, the size of trees but still shrubs. And they are not used for making olive oil or pickling olives, because this has been discouraged in the Canary Islands for centuries. They were supposed to import olive oil and olives from Spain and produce other goods like bananas and sugar and dye or paint made from crushed bugs. So why are there so many olives here? Well, agriculture is being abandoned here in this crater, despite the fact that it's quite close to Las Palmas and that the climate is quite good. There are still a couple orchards, but if you look around, in older times there was a lot of grain production and also wine production here. Not olive oil production. For some reason it has been discouraged here in the Canary Islands, and I've seen very few olive trees with fruit suitable for pickling, and I don't think anybody is making olive oil here. And all those hundreds, maybe thousands of olive trees or shrubs, I'm sure they were growing on the steep slopes, and they conquered the less steep slopes only after agriculture was abandoned there. And I think that's the reason there are so few at the bottom of the crater, because this is the best place for agriculture, and agriculture is not completely abandoned there. But yeah, those are all young trees. So why is this so old? I'm pretty sure it's because this is the place where they used to thresh the corn. Yeah, they would thresh the stalks of corn with oxen or other animals, and then separate the good kernels from all the trash, literally. And as you can see, well, this was of course done in summer when it's hot and sunny. As you can see, there are a couple stone benches here, and I think that the people would hide here in the shade under this tree. And that's why they left it alone, probably for centuries. I don't know how old it is. Could be a couple hundred years old, but it's possible, if it's a good place for such trees, if it was well fertilized by the manure of the animals, that it's just like 150, 200 years old. I don't know. I've seen very few wild olive oils in the Canary Islands. This is wild olive trees. This is actually the first big population or stand or forest. By the way, the biggest ones are eucalyptus, but this is the first big population, and this is the first really big tree. And I'm pretty sure it was left alone because of the shade it provided. Yeah, maybe guess how old this could be. Well, maybe. Okay. Okay, my hand next to it. How thick is it? It's probably 65 centimeters thick, a bit over 2 feet. Could also be 70 centimeters thick. Quite impressive. And for me it's impressive they never harvested it for firewood or timber, because that's the only use they could have made of it, except for the shade here. So folks, please tell me, how old do you think is this tree? Apart from that, stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos from the beautiful island of Gran Canaria. And don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.